Welcome, everyone, to College Park, Maryland, home of the Maryland Terrapins. Fans have been eager for this clash coming up in what some affectionately refer to as the Snake Pit. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a team from the American, the Florida Atlantic Owls, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Maryland Terrapins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. About to kick it away and get this season started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Maryland Terrapins offense will have the football first. And here comes for the first time as a starter this talented freshman. And Jesse, it seems like quarterbacks mature quicker and quicker these days, and they're ready to grab the reins.
Yeah, you're seeing it more and more. There's more high school quarterbacks now ready to take the next step and compete and perform in college football. But listen, I started as a true freshman back at Florida. I guarantee you he has so much nervous energy going right now because he has never played in an environment like this, and he has never played against competition like this either, Dave.
No, it's crazy, and that was 1920. So imagine now with all the technology and how much he's feeling the nerves. Obviously, all the eyeballs in the stadium is on him. Everybody knows what he's capable of, but he's going to be the first guy to touch the football. It's going to revolve around him, and that's a lot to ask of a freshman.
And the Terrapins in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's Washington. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Let's take a minute to talk about Maryland. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
And you hear it all season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and then they'll get themselves into those rankings.
They punt it away on 4th down. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So Florida Atlantic's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And Jesse, this is going to be a fun test. This receiver, if you leave him in man coverage, you might be in for some trouble.
And so when you get him in the one-on-ones, you got to throw his way. He's a really good route runner. He can catch the football. And then when the defense decides to double cover him, take him away, that's when you go somewhere else with the football or you run it. The balance in this offense, based on how they play him, I think is big today.
Yeah, and that's what you got to do as a defense. Sometimes you double team him. Sometimes you play zone. Mix it up. Give different looks because he is a guy. He's shown the ability to burn your defense and make big plays.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Now the toss. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker.
And we talked to the coaches coming in, right? Like, they knew they were going to see the option. But the speed is so much faster in the game, and the offense does a really good job getting it to the pitch man pretty quickly, making that read and making a play early in this football game.
The snap sets up the throw. Get it out on the screen. At midfield, he's got room. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Terrell. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Florida Atlantic trying to line up quickly. Wants to adjust the pattern. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Messer. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
Florida Atlantic has the offense humming. Gonna run it. It's Burks. Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Messer. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. New set of downs after the completion.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Looking to throw on first down. Fakes to grab. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? On the option. He'll pitch it. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside. And you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Messer. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Well, short completion, setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They've held the ball forever. Relentless drive, but what a win for the defense if they can force a field goal. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. He slides that just inside the right upright. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking downfield, it's Washington. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
Finds a tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Got his man quickly. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40. And guys, Florida Atlantic is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. He'll heave it deep. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. All right, guys, let's talk a little Maryland. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team today. Let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job, and the pressure builds. And then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room. So important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
Well, that's a huge completion on third down. And David, he was double covered. I mean, what do you do as a coordinator moving forward now trying to stop this guy from making plays?
I can't tell you how frustrating that is. I got two on you. Like, I'm sending resources to stop this guy, and he's still making plays. You got to get more pressure on the quarterback. You got to disguise. You got to do something, but apparently that guy you can't cover, even with two.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run it from the gun. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Maryland! Lining up for the PAT.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Boise State sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the fourth quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in Boise. That's how much they took the crowd out of it. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Running back searching for a hole. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. Best linebackers in the entire country.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
And the Owls need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Turning it on. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
He'll toss it. Finds a crease at the 20. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution.
These offenses are so hard to stop when you run the option because they play the quarterback well. They get it to the running back. The defense looks pretty good, but third and short, they get the yardage they need, and they move the sticks.
To the ground with the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. He's got it and still on his feet. He kept him out of the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1-yard line. Florida Atlantic comes to the line on first and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense now. You're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, a TFL. Now you got a big second down here, probably expecting the offense to throw with a little bit more room to work with.
On second and goal, they go right back to him. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was...
Died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
That's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. The give to the tailback. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Washington. Quick completion on the out route. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Terrapins will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got him. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Terrapins!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he makes the fair catch deep in his own territory, and he might have a question or two to answer about that decision. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They're going to open this drive with a pass. A little screen to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Smith. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Might be changing the route. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Messer. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open, completes the strike, gets the first down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
To the air on second down. He's got him this time. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
On the snap, it's Sands. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Man, these wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep. And these slant routes, they can be a good changeup. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside. It might not be huge gains all the time, but, man, it keeps that DB off balance.
Ripped off a chunk on the opening play of this drive. Now it's first down from the 48. Finds his man. It's Smith. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Looking for a man. It's Washington. Under fire. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in College Park. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the shell.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Terrapins will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
On the run, it's Sands. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll try the run. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on third down? He might want another play. On third down, going up top. Makes the catch. It's Sands. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. This Florida Atlantic offense is moving quickly. Wants to go up top on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Owls can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Terrell. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Going to look downfield again. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. And the Owls come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll move the tight end. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Platt. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Throws to the tight end. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
And this passing game, they can't get in sync, man. They can't get in rhythm. It seems like all game it's been a struggle. Nice job by the defense, dropping back, breaking on the football, but this offense has to find their rhythm somehow, some way.
He'll step out of bounds at the 11.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Wide receiver going in motion. They turn to the passing game on third and short. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gets it out fast. Great move. Now he's got room.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Looking to throw, it's Washington. Right on the money. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line, not enough to move the sticks. The Terrapins will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that...
Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Tight end now in motion. Leaves it with the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. DB's right up on the receivers. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got it on the run. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up third down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
That is how it's done on third down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That's
into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Maryland!
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes continue to feed this man the ball.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Always expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. NC State delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the ACC. Trust me when I say the party is on in Raleigh. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They've got the screen set up. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it. Get it to your running back and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Under fire. Grab near the marker. It's Platt. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
Well, the defense makes the tackle to give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Quickly to the tight end. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. Florida Atlantic gets to the line quickly.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Smith. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down marker. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away, forced the incompletion.
With a double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Complete out of the backfield. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a 1st down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the 3rd. We've reached the break. It's Maryland with the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Steps away. Dumps it off in the flats. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to throw again. Gets it to him on the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
That's caught. It's Smith. They stop him short. And they'll turn it over on downs. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Quick step and go. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. And the Terrapins just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Here's the handoff. Turning on the Jets. Wide open spaces. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. Caught in the backfield. It's Smith. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Let's take a minute to talk about Maryland. Given the unrest surrounding this guy's future as the head coach, this would be a great way to get the season started.
Man, you want all the momentum you can get.
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. They'll move the wide receiver. They're trying to slam it in.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They're going to run it. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
They'll send out the kicker here.
Distance not the problem here. The angle is a little tricky. Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He calls for the fair catch and makes it deep in his own end, and he might have been better off seeing it that ball would just trickle into the end zone. Ford Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Sands. Looking for room at the 40. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Sands. Pressure coming. Chunked it away just as he was hit. It'll fall incomplete. A little creativity on first down, but it doesn't work. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Might be calling a hot route. Second down, he'll throw it. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. And that's why the ball falls incomplete.
The sure hands, it's Platt. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. Florida Atlantic trying to get back on the ball.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry. But they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets them up at the 26 with the first down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Here comes the hurry up.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Extending the play. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Hauls it in. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Florida Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains. From the red zone, looking for a man. Makes the grab on the left. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. They're going back to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. It's complete to the right. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
And how about that? That's 2 really good plays in a row by this defense. They gave up a lot of yards to get down here, bowing their necks up. It's most important when you get in this area.
Touchdown, Owls! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ball game.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Washington. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. The Terrapins will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The offense changing the play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Incomplete as the screen goes right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down.
What a fantastic job by the defense that time, forcing the incompletion. They've got the lead late, setting up 4th down. Can they come up with one more stop? If they get it, they might win this game.
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Platt. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. Wants to throw it. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And I like it. Very smart defense, understanding the clock, understanding they're going to try to push the ball down the field. Great job playing deep, breaking on the football, making sure that receiver doesn't catch it. Smart IQ defense.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Here comes the option. Now the toss. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. The Owls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And they're not on the same page there.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable 4th down if I don't complete this 3rd and long.
After that incompletion, there is so much pressure now on this quarterback to come up with a big play. They need to score a touchdown. They need to keep this drive alive to have any shot at winning this game. But it all comes down to this play right here.
He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Got his man. He did not get there, and they'll have to give up the football, and they might have just seen this game slip away. The give on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the 4th, and the brain trust will go to work. Looking to pass. It's Washington. Got him downfield. Finds some room.
Exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail me, coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Well, he might have wanted to just let that one go to see if it would go into the end zone, but makes the fair catch at the 5. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. I know the situation looks bleak, but have we nothing if we don't have hope, David?
Amen. I mean, just keep hope alive, pitch this pill around, use every second you got, make this game, Palmer, as close as you possibly can.
Crazier thing.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. The pass ball's incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
I think at this time, you just have to throw caution to the wind. You're down by a lot. You're deep in your own end late, so you're just going to be throwing it. The defense knows it. They're pinning their ears back. You're going to have to get rid of it early. Someone is going to have to step up and make a play, and that's...
And the defense sniffs it out, and they're all over it. Down he goes. Couldn't even get the throw-off on the trick play. Bitterly disappointing start to the season as they can't come up with the W and open 0-1.
There's still so much room to improve for this football team. I know this is not the performance they were expecting here today, but there were plays to be made on the field. And, David, I think moving forward, this team just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and when you see it on tape, and your coach has been preaching all camp about the mistakes, but now it's real. Now you got a loss attached to it, but a lot of conference play still ahead, a lot of opportunities to still have a successful season.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.